Well, we're here with Bob Schrader, the man that actually started this event some 9 years ago. Can you believe it's got this big?
Listen, I can't believe it's 9 years, Roscoe. It seems to me just like yesterday when we started it.
The amazing thing is the amount of time that's put into organising it, and shires and officials. How many officials are involved in the thing?
About 600 officials to help us run the event every year.
Now, Bob, I've got to ask, did he really win the first two?
He did, yeah.
And no one complained about the cars being tampered with or anything happening behind the scenes?
Squeaky clean
There was
Roscoe.
no black flags?
No, squeaky clean Roscoe here.
Now, Bob, can you just explain for us what the format of the whole Targa West is about?
Well, you know, if we go back to the grassroots of what tarmac rallying is about, it's amateur motorsport to give people the experience of being able to take the cars that they absolutely adore and love and work on and bring up to scratch, to take them out there and use them the way they're meant to be used on a set of roads that you can't normally do that on. But we close the roads down to enable these guys to get out there and drive their cars in the fashion that they like to. And the cars were meant to be driven in.
But what a tourist event as well. I mean, you cover so much turf that you'd be really showing off Western Australia to the rest of the world as well.
We are. And, you know, some of the beautiful spots that we've got, in this event and the other events that we run here in WA, it's a showcase for WA, and it really does show off a lot of the different regions that we run through and the diverse terrain that we run over.
Now, Bob, we've got a great family night happening here where people are walking around with their kids, getting up close, getting pictures with the drivers, getting pictures with ex-drivers and stuff like that. Where does it go from here after this is the show and shine?
Yeah.
Day 2, Day 3 and Day 4, what are they about?
Okay. This is this is an opportunity to show off to all of the people in Perth and to be able to get them down and have a look at it. And I'm amazed that we've got as many people as we have when it's the weather that it is, so they love it. Tomorrow we head off to 2J and to Bullsbrook, which we've got some superb stages up through those areas. And then on Sunday, of course, we've got the two big ones. We've got Malaga in the morning, which is a 12-kilometre stage with 67 instructions, so it's a pretty heavy-duty stage. And then in the afternoon, we've got the show spectacular down on the river foreshore. So showing off the city of Perth in the background, the river in the foreground, and the cars whizzing in between. It's awesome.
And of course, there are a lot of people get involved in this, Bob, sponsoring the event and getting it up and running.
There are, and look, we couldn't do it without the sponsors. We've got people like Northside Nissan who do an awesome job of supplying us with all of the vehicles that we need for our medical intervention vehicles, for all of the rest of our course cars and so on. We couldn't run the rally without that sort of support.
Now, Bob, thanks for having us here and allowing us to go through. And thanks for having a guy that you probably kicked out for cheating. A little bit of doing the wrong thing on the track. I understand, that's okay. You've mended your wounds.
Yeah, yes.
Now, after the break, we're going to be catching up with the guys in the Northside Nissan GTRs. But before we go to the break, how about you officially extend the invite to this man to drive next year?
10th anniversary, Roscoe. You've got to be back. You won the first two, you better win the 10th one. Now, there's a challenge.
I'll be back. Somebody said that once, I think, didn't they?
We'll be back right after this with the guys from the GTR team from Northside Nissan.